Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rachel, and today we're going to be starting some more seeds. We've got onions going, and we're going to be adding in bunnytail grass, French thyme, echinacea, shallots, and then some stuff that I saved myself. I've got 4 types of snapdragons and then foxgloves. And it might be a little early for foxgloves, but I really am not convinced these are going to germinate. So I'm more so just kind of testing to see how everything does. Oh, and this potential, I have a mystery bag I didn't label. And I think it's a petunia, so I'm going to start that today as well. So the first thing I need to figure out is what type of tray I am going to start these in. Am I going to broadcast sow in this big guy? Am I going to use a single cell tray? So I'm just going to go through everything and designate a tray. For my shallots, I broadcast sowed all of my onions, but I think I'm going to try in a seed tray for my shallots. For my Thai basil, I don't have very many seeds. I've got like 10. So I'm going to also do that. My French thyme, I'm going to also use a tray like this. My bunnytail grass, I'm also going to use plugs. My echinacea, I will be broadcast sowing. And then for the rest of these, I will be broadcast sowing. All right, I'm sorry I keep changing my hair and my glasses. I've got a headache today, migraine-ish, and I don't know if any of you who have migraines feel the same way, but my hair and like glasses and stuff are so overstimulating when I have a headache, and so I'm always changing them, always touching them, always doing stuff. So I have my boiling water, and I'm putting it into my seed starting mix. Well, this is actually just potting mix that I use for seed starting. This is in hopes of killing any bugs that are in my dirt, and there probably are, because some of this dirt, soil, whatever you want to call it, is stuff from last year. I put new potting mix in with like fresh nutrients, and then I usually just dump out old seed starting trays that are like completely depleted. Probably not the best thing to do, but you could do what you can to like save a penny here or there, and to save a trip to Canadian Tire, honestly. So this looks like it's pretty good for moisture. I'm not digging all the way down. I'm just kind of doing this top layer because I don't need all of this soil. But it looks like it's nice and wet. I would touch it, but it's boiling. Oop, but it's boiling hot. So I'm gonna let this cool down before I put it in the plastic, even though it's in plastic. And yeah, then we'll get to starting. Okay, while I have everyone here, all 336 of you, love ya, I have a question. Number one, if I did home improvement stuff like little renos at my house, would that interest you? Number two, if you know anything about home renos, I want to get rid of this part of the wall. You know, I have stairs going down here into my basement, and it's not a huge basement. And it was a show home, so they had it like, there's like carpet, it's like finished to the door. I don't need a door at the bottom of my stairs. I need to move this to here. It's a light switch on the way down the stairs. And then I want to remove this. And it's not structural, there's beams, there's a pole here that's not anything to do with it. You know, it's not going to make my house fall down. Would that interest you? And more importantly, will I injure myself or others or light my house on fire? Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to hearing back from you. Back to the seed starting. All right, we are back at it. It's time. It's go time. Time to fill these up. I had a little bit of lunch while I waited for this to cool down. It was quite nice. It's a little bit warm still. That's okay. It's not hot, just warm. So in order for this to work, I'm sitting on an office chair. And oh my God. And it feels quite unnatural to be doing this while sitting, but that's okay. The things I do for you. The things I do for you, let me tell you. So, what's new? How's life? Are things good where you are? I hope so. Crazy what's going on in the world. Don't love that. Don't love it. That's why we garden, you know? That is why we garden, for an escape. So maybe I'll ask you a different question. How is your garden? That's a nicer question to ask than how are things doing? You know, life is tough. Life is a lot. It is a lot. I am unemployed. That's a lot for me. I came back from mat leave and my company had restructured, and that's been a huge stress for me. You may have noticed that I've been doing a lot more videos, and there's a reason for that. I've had a lot more time during the day. I'm looking for a job still, interviewing places, which is good, but it's not a great place to be mentally, you know, looking for a job. If you're looking also in the same boat, you're not alone, because sometimes it feels quite lonely. There's a big stick in here. We don't want that. No sticks allowed, actually. Stick free. It's 2019. I'm just pushing the soil in here. Just so that when I water it, it doesn't like sink down. And push the seed like super far in. I guess I could tell you a little bit about myself. I know that I said in my last video there's 30 new subscribers. Wow, amazing. Thank you so much for being here. I grew up in super far north Alberta. It's called Peace River. I don't live there anymore, which is why I'm telling you. There's some creeps out there on the internet. But I grew up in Peace River, town of 7,000 people. Very, very cold in the winter. No Chinooks. We get Chinooks here. There's no Chinooks in northern Alberta. I grew up in a very big family. 3 older brothers, no sisters. Moved around a bit after that. Lived in a few different towns, and from when I was 12 till now, I've lived here. I work in marketing. I love photography. I love playing the guitar. I love painting. I love cooking. I love cooking. I've always loved cooking. I love making things from scratch. I have celiac disease, so I can't have gluten, which forced me at a very young age to start cooking a lot of my own stuff. I'm gonna sew the bunny tail now, which at the time was quite annoying, but now I think it was a bit of a blessing. Okay, I would like to be able to eat a McChicken or a Wendy's spicy number 6 combo, I think, the spicy chicken burger. I'm gonna sow these seeds now. They're tiny. They look, I'm gonna put like a few per cell. Oh, I didn't even look. Like, do these need to go 1/8 of an inch under? So I'm just gonna push these in, and then I'm gonna go over after and cover them with, oh no, I dropped some over here, and cover them with a little bit more soil. Now, the next thing I need to do is make some labels. We have a label maker, but it needs 6 AA batteries. As if I had 6 AA batteries lying around, just ready, waiting for this to happen. I probably should. I feel like I've been in this position before where I don't have any AA batteries. However, I don't have any AA batteries, so I can't use my label maker. Next up, shallots. The funny thing about shallots, and you might have noticed in my other video, I called them shallots, which is hilarious. But the one poem I had to memorize in junior high was The Lady of Shalott. I can still recite it. Well, there's not very many of these in here. On either side the river lie long fields of barley and of rye that meet the wold and clothe the sky, and through a field a road runs by to a many-towered Camelot. And up and down the people go, gazing as the lilies blow round an island there below, the island of Shalott. I'm putting 2 per cell. And I'm not putting them close together because I usually do that. And then I have to prick one out, but if they're not close together, maybe I'd be able to keep them both. Okay, we got grass, we got shallots. Next. Whoa, I was telling you about myself. I was telling you I like to cook and that I can't have gluten and that I'd love to have Wendy's if I could. I guess that's really it. Whoa, tiny seeds. Super tiny. Super tiny. I really like, I love sci-fi, fantasy. I love Game of Thrones. Is anyone watching that new Game of Thrones? What is it called? A Knight's something or other. At this point, there's only been 1 episode. My theory, if you watch, if you don't, this is going to be like so confusing to you. And I also I don't even know the name of the show, but it's based on a George R.R. Martin novella. These seeds are really old, so I'm just gonna actually oversow, because these are 3 years old and I don't think they're gonna last. So in the show, this guy ends up kind of faking his way into becoming a knight, and he wants to go to this tournament so he can make some money. And on his way to the tournament, he stops at a hotel and he asks the boy that's working there to like take care of his horses while he goes in. And the woman taking, like the tavern lady is like, oh, did my boy take your horse? And he's like, yeah. I don't think that was her boy. I think that Egg is his name. He's like a bald little guy. I think he was with, there was one other person in the tavern and he was a Targaryen, and you knew that because he had dragon's Valyrian steel knife, is that what it would be called, that you can kill dragons with? And he paid with a dragon coin, like a penny that had the Targaryen dragons on it. I think Egg is Aegon Targaryen, and he wasn't the stable boy, but he was with that guy. That's my guess. There's been 1 episode, so I'm sure we'll find out relatively soon. And I'm so sorry for wasting your time if you don't watch Game of Thrones. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seeds. 8 basil seeds. 6 cells, so that's good. How am I supposed to... 1/4 inch deep. Wow, these are so small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I lost 2 along the way. I'm just gonna dust these with a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I feel like this is a case where a seed starting mix would have some benefits, you know, lighter for that tiny seed to be able to germinate. Now I should look at the time to see. Yeah, surface cell. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna push the time into this, and then we are done with the cells. I put this here, 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 for now. Moving on. Okay. I've come up with a much more efficient way of filling these up, so I'm going to do that for a second. I whacked my head. I'm standing here, filling this up. So smart. I'm so smart. It didn't take me a full hour of doing this to realize that there's a more efficient way. Where the heck was this supposed to go? I feel like Jesus and the fish making more seed starting trays out of nothing. Out of seed starting trick. Again! Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's crazy. I'm a magician. I'm a magician. I don't know if you can hear me because my mic's all the way over here. But, oh, that's a big clump. My child got me sick. Yeah, right. That was the biggest stick I've ever seen. Okay. So I like fantasy stuff. I took an English degree, so I love a book. But I will be honest, I haven't been reading much lately. More audiobook. So echinacea seeds are bigger than I thought. Oh. So, I don't know. I'm gonna put a couple, push them in. The rest of these are surface sow, so that's a little easier. Oop. I will admit that there is quite a bit of wood in here. Oh, what can you do? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be white snapdragon is here. Okay? I will be referencing this video. I don't know if I got rid of most of the chaff or if I did most of the seeds. I'm just gonna do a few more seeds. I feel like I actually didn't put any seed on there. I feel like I did a lot. Okay. White snapdragons. Pink large snapdragons. Now, the thing is I had a few different colored snapdragons, and I don't know if these are going to be pink, you know, maybe they cross-pollinated with the white one or the red one, so. Seems like a lot, but that's okay. Red snapdragons, there's not very many of these at all. That in here. Oh, these are my petunias. Oh, I don't have enough trays. I also don't think that these are gonna work, so I'm just gonna. Foxglove. This would be nice if these seeds worked because I paid like $8 and I think I got 10 of these teeny tiny little seeds, maybe 15, maybe 25. But if these work, that'll be huge. Huge. Huge win on the old homestead. I'm missing one of my snapdragons. The big white, large white. White large. Oh. Oh, maybe I'm not. Okay. Pink large because I did white, pink, red. Did I put anything in here? That's crazy. Petunias, foxgloves. Did I put anything in here? Only time will tell. All right. That's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I sowed some seeds. I'm curious to see what the germination rate is on the ones I saved myself. I guess we'll find out in due time. My next video should be coming out pretty soon. I post every Thursday and Sunday. And again, I'm so thankful for every one of you that are here and everyone that has chosen to subscribe. It's meant so much to me and it's been so fun making these videos, and I'm excited to keep making more in the future. So if you haven't, like, comment, subscribe if you can. It really helps me out. And yeah, we'll chat again soon. I'll see you next time. Bye.